about what it means to be 10 years in here at Baylor Scott & White in College Station.
Today is an exciting day for Baylor Scott & White Health. Baylor Scott & White Medical Center, College Station, is celebrating its 10-year anniversary. In the last 10 years, we've added over 700 staff members, and in just the past 5 years, we've actually doubled the number of patients that we serve in our hospitals and clinics in our region. But we're not finished. Our future is bright, and we've got a lot of expansion plans.
You know, when people here in the Brazos Valley hear that, Baylor Scott & White is expanding, what does that tell them? What does that mean to the people around the Brazos Valley?
In the past 10 years, we've had many milestones at Baylor Scott & White Health and College Station. For example, we're the only level 3 NICU designated hospital, meaning we can take care of babies down to 24 weeks of birth, as well as we're magnet designated, which is the gold standard for nursing. But if you enter the campus today, you can see a lot of dirt moving around. On this 96-acre campus with Baylor Scott & White Health, we've got a new medical office building. This $68 million commitment will expand services such as sleep medicine, rehab services, as well as a new ambulatory surgery center to meet the growing needs of this community. As the Brazos Valley grows, we're excited to grow with it.
You know, what are some of your earliest memories of being here and the hospital being open as that 10-year date is here?
You know, there's been so many great memories over the last 10 years. Each day I get to come to work, I have the best job because we get to serve those in need. And to see our nurses and therapists and doctors and technicians making connections one at a time, those are the memories that I'll take away with me.
You know, you guys mentioned the M&Ms in the luncheon today. You know, what does that really mean to the folks here at Baylor Scott & White?
Baylor Scott & White Medical Center and College Station, we have a program called M&Ms, or Memorable and Meaningful Moments. You see, most people who come to a hospital, they're scared. They really don't understand what's happening, but they can understand if we treat them like family. And if they choose us, we want them to be part of the Baylor Scott & White family. So we've had M&Ms from graduations that were streamed to a room to the other day, just a nurse putting a blanket on a loved one who was cold, waiting for that patient to come back from a surgery.
Did you see yourself, just see the hospital getting to this point, 10 years ago when it was, just coming out of the ground?
When the hospital was, for a better choice of words, born, the Baylor Scott & White Medical Center here in College Station, I saw many great things, but it's not my vision, it's this team's vision, and we're so proud of the patients that we've served. For example, we've delivered more than 14,000 babies over the last 10 years.
What does it mean to be at this milestone and then also, see the same faces from that first picture taken out front of the ribbon cutting?
This milestone of 10 years for Baylor Scott & White Medical Center and College Station is just a milepost in the ground. It's great to see the longevity, but it really speaks to the culture here, that we're a team, similar to how we're about to kick off football season. Our doctors and nurses and therapists, 2,000 plus strong staff members serving each patient one at a time. That's what brings so much joy to me. Each patient that chooses Baylor Scott & White Medical Center here in College Station to serve, we see as a blessing. If they entrust Baylor Scott & White with their care, we want them to have the best care, but also have the best experience when they're here. Unless they chose to have a baby, most of the time when something happens, it's out of need. And we want them when they leave to say, man, I wish that didn't happen, but I'm so glad I chose Baylor Scott & White.
I know that you mentioned that the future of Baylor Scott & White is very bright. Can you just give the community what they can expect, what patients can expect, and when they can expect some of those changes?
Sure. Baylor Scott & White's future is extremely strong from the culture of the last 10 plus years that we've built. We've got a new medical office building which will open hopefully in January of 2025, as well as a new primary care clinic which will open on Wilburn Road actually next month, as well as soon an announcement around a new ER expansion which will be able to serve more patients in our hospital.
As people pull on campus, you see the construction out front. What can they expect to see in the future out there?
Baylor Scott & White's future is extremely bright, and what they can see, as you can see as you enter this campus, you see the dirt moving and the crane. They can see a medical office building come out of the ground, 100,000 square feet, $68 million commitment by Baylor Scott & White to continue to meet the growth needs, the healthcare needs of this community.
And that's the plaza, right?
That's what,
Okay.
yes, that's what we're calling the plaza.
Cool.